Okay. Boom. All right. Okay. So I can see guys already there on YouTube. So we are good to go. If you're still new here, this is your first time. This is a place where I coach people, I teach people, and I hope that you're going to learn something out of it. So if you're this guy who is feeling like the world is moving, but you are left behind. You see, you've tried so many things. Nothing seems like it's working. Have you ever tried relationships and relationships don't work? Have you ever tried to find your first employment, but it's not working? You see, you have tried to put things up, but things don't just work the way you want them. What do you always do? What do you always think is the problem? This is what we want to talk about here today. So let me just check if at all we are right. All the sides, I just need to understand if our sounds are good on YouTube as well, so we can get into this. And those who are watching on YouTube, let me know from you guys if our sound is okay, because I can see TikTok warriors are here and guys are waiting, really waiting so much for this to happen. So we are good. I want to ask you a very beautiful question, guys. If you are that person who is worried about your life, if nothing is happening right in your life, I want to ask you a question. What do you always feel is not working right in your life? You want to ask yourself the first question. If things are not right in your life, when you're feeling that you're left behind, everyone is moving, but you feel like yourself, you're left behind. Like when you look at your classmates, your former classmates, they are moving. When you look at your colleagues, your friends at work, they're moving. There are things they're doing that you're not doing. When you look at some people, sometimes you're even earning better than them. You are working and you're earning better than them, but you feel that still things ain't working right in your life. What is always the problem here? These are the questions that I want to ask you, and I want you to ask yourself and try to figure out, to see and identify where the problem might be lying. When you're feeling behind in life, the first question you want to ask yourself, you are feeling behind who? Who is this person who is in front of you that you are feeling behind? Who is this person in your life that you are comparing yourself with, that is making you to feel like, you know, they're moving, they're in the right direction, but you're not moving. Your things are stuck. Who is this person? This question allows you to remove the filth, because you see, life is all about your mental. What you think, what is inside your thoughts, what you are thinking of yourself is what you become. The moment you start feeling that you're behind, that is where you stay. So you want to ask yourself, who is this person who is in front of me, who is pushing me and making me to feel that I need to put more effort, or I need to start feeling jealousy about in my life? You know, most of us have been feeling left behind, but in the reality, you are not behind. It is just that there is something that is pushing you, and you are not concentrating on what you're supposed to be concentrating in. Listen, guys, in today's world, there's a big problem when it comes to comparing things and comparing with other people. Look, if you look around on social media today, if you look around where you are, whatever you see from your friends, whatever you see from your colleagues, whatever you see from the people you used to know, are great things. Things that glitter, things that are more expensive than the things that you're using. But the question you're not asking yourself is, are these things real? The question we don't ask ourselves is, how did they make it to start having this kind of beautiful, great things in their lives? What we do most often is we want to be like them. We also want to drive a car. We also want to, go to those restaurants where other people are going. We also want to be in those classes where they are. We also want our kids and our children to be in those schools where other people's children are. But we aren't asking ourselves that, what did they do to make them to be in the places where they are? What am I not doing that is stopping me from taking my people or my kids or my children to the same school? What am I not doing that is stopping me from dressing in those, branded shoes or branded clothes, that is stopping me from going to those big salons to make my hair? What am I not doing? People don't question that. What people want is, why am I not? Why is it always Jane? Why is it always Mary? Why is Mary making it and not me? No one is asking a question of, what am I not doing that is stopping me from going there? The question we keep on repeating, asking ourselves is, why are they going? Why not me? And then we start, the moment the why not me comes into your life, you start feeling behind. You start feeling like, there is something that is happening. God is just blessing some other people. But no, you know what is happening? Some people are just lucky. Oh, you see, their father or maybe somebody related to them, connected to them, they got connections. That's why they're living that life. We forget to tell ourselves that, you see, we are in the process. We were born together. We were born the same, but we have got different paths that we need to follow. But the reality is, all of us have got a chance to make our lives what we want it to be. But we always forget that we have the chance to make our lives what it's supposed to be, and we start running in other people's paths, questioning people and questioning God and questioning ourselves. Why are they there? Every day when you're walking down the garden, those people who live in the village, who plant or who do farming, you walk down the garden and you're seeing some, your neighbor's maize or maybe beans or something, cassava or potatoes, doing so well. But when you look at yours, you're not doing so well. You're not questioning yourself, what am I not doing to my plants? You are questioning yourself, what is he doing? It brings jealousy in our hearts. The moment you start questioning yourself on what other people are doing, why they are succeeding, you bring jealousy in yourself. But the moment you start questioning yourself, what am I not doing right? You will find the solution and you will turn things around. So the reason why most of us feel behind in life is because we do not want to find where the problem is. We want to question how other people are making it. We check others and we compare. Number 2, social media. Why most of the people feel behind? People feel behind because of what they see on social media. Look around. Go to your Facebook right now. Look at your friends. Look at the people you know. Tell me who has posted their sufferings on that social media platform. Tell me, for example, those who come from Kenya, like myself. I'm born and bred in Kenya. And I'm somebody who lived in the village and I know how it looks. Tell me that person who takes the picture of what they eat, even if it's a breakfast or a lunch, what they eat back at home, and they post on social media, if it is not something that they are eating in the restaurants. Tell me one person who has shared with you on social media how hard they are working to make money to go and purchase those good clothes that they share on social media. People don't share their source. They share results. People don't share their paths. They share results. People don't share their problems, they share results. And the moment you start to want to feel like you want to live a life that someone you see and you know on social media lives, you will kill yourself with jealousy, and you will start believing that there is Illuminati. You will start believing that some people are being helped, and maybe some people are having some men helping them to maintain themselves. But these people are working hard because they have focused on their lives. They are not focused on the things that they see on social media or coming from other people. Guys, you understand something here. I believe that all of us, everyone, each and every one of us wants to become great in life. No one wants to remain in the same place they are. Every person wants to at least achieve something in life. But you see, before you achieve something, you must understand how to achieve it. We do not achieve by wish. We do not achieve by seeing and, imagining that this is supposed to be me. We achieve by learning. And I have told people every day here, the blocks, things that are blocking you, those things that are pushing you away from what you are supposed to achieve, is what you need to start removing. Yesterday, I was having a class with one of my students yesterday here, and I told her one thing, that you see, it is time for you to start shedding the fear that is stopping you from doing what you want to do. And what is this that you want to do? There is this fear that people have in their lives. What will people say? All right? How will people take me? When people see me doing this, what are they going to say? What will my family say? What will my friends say? What is going to happen? But in reality, when you look far and you look in the future, you look at the results that are going to come from what you are thinking of doing at this moment, is greatness. For example, you are thinking about starting a very small business back in town or back at home. But when you look at your standards, or maybe you are somebody who has gone to school, you have graduated, you have papers, you have a degree, maybe you have a PhD, you've been looking for a job and you cannot find. But something is telling you that, you know what, there is some market gap in this village. There are some things that I can sell and get money and start life from scratch. But again, there is an evil spirit, a devil that speaks inside us and tells you that, hey, my friend, you're thinking about selling something in the village here. Don't you remember you went to school? Don't you remember you're a graduate? Don't you remember that you have a master's degree? No, just get some money, borrow some money, take a bus, go to the city, look for a job. You take a bus, you go to the city looking for that job. You tarmac and nothing is coming forth. You are trying to tarmac, but nothing is coming forth. Things are not working. Then that is the moment comparisons start to come, because you start to see other people moving in life. You start to see your classmates moving in life. You start seeing the people that were backbenchers, the people you used to even score higher than them, people who never even went to school. They left in high school and they started something that in my place we call juakali. They just started to work with their hands. And when you look at them, they have structures, they have got homes, they've got families, they are buying some assets. They are even purchasing liabilities, and they don't feel the pinch of buying those liabilities. They drive, they have good houses. But you, with your masters, with your papers, you are still tarmacking. And we tell ourselves that, I feel left behind in life. The biggest deal is always that question of darkness that comes in our minds. You start questioning yourself, but how? How am I going to do this? And I'm a graduate. How am I going to do this? And I'm the elder, son or elder sister or elder, whatever. I am this such a kind of a person. How do I do this? What will people say? We must break these kind of thoughts. we must understand that it is time for us to start imagining and coming up with strategies to turn around our lives. Because everyone has a life. And the good thing is, God is allowing everybody to succeed in life. Guys, I'll tell you something. Personally, I was a choosy person. I was so choosy. Before I did anything, I had to question myself a lot. But in that line of questioning myself, I learned a lot of things. But there's one thing that I learned that has changed my life to date. Before I put my legs or my hands or my feet forward into doing anything, I will go back, sit down with myself, and eliminate all the fear. Like, what will people say? Even if they say, whatever they will say, what is going to change? Is their talking going to change something in my life? No. If they talk, is it going to help me to pay my bills? No. If they talk, is it going to improve my status from what I am today to what I might become if I do whatever they are going to talk about? The moment you answer those difficult, simple questions, you succeed in life. We feel behind because we cannot answer those questions. We leave them pending because you ask yourself, what will people say? And you don't know what they will say. So you run away from doing what you wanted to do. Did you answer the question? No. You don't know what they will say. But in the end, you will not do what you wanted to do. And they will still talk. Look at him. He went to the university. In fact, the best universities in town. And look, he's just walking and, moving around here, doing nothing. So these schools nowadays have got nothing. People who go to school and those who don't go to school, they are just same. But that is not the reality. The truth is, the moment you get your feet to school and you know what took you there, and you understand what you're going to study, you will become something different from that person who never went to school. And number two, if you did not go to school and you know your path, you understand that, you see, because I never went to school, it is not papers that is going to define my path. It is hard work, it is my talent, it is what I know, it is the experience, it is what I will learn from the internet that is going to shape my life. You will be a better person more than that person who went to school. So there are two versions here. A person who went to school and knew what took him to school becomes better, successful than that person who never went to school. And again, the person who did not go to school but understands that it is not papers that is going to define their lives and starts working from the talent and working with their hands and the experience that they have seen and found in their life, with an attitude of understanding that, it is not just formal education, not going to school that makes people successful. They succeed more than the people who went to school and did not know why they went there. So you need to understand that there is success in every kind of path you choose in life. Stop seeing yourself behind other people. Start seeing yourself as somebody who can improve your status from what you are right now to something better. This is how to figure out things. How can I move from this step where I am today to something better in my life? There's no path that has no success. This is what I believe, and this is what my uncle, that I always believe helped me a lot in my life to turn things around, taught me. He told me, John, there is something here. Success is on every kind of path you choose. What brings the success is your attitude, your consistency, and understanding and knowing your situation every time you are in that situation. Most of us are in a certain situation, but they don't understand where they belong. You did not go to school. but you want to do things that those people who went to school are doing. You cannot go through that path. You must understand that there is your path to success, not the path of those who went for formal education. It does not mean that you cannot succeed like them. You can, but your path is different. So you need to understand your position for success to come. Everyone can succeed. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter whether you are, you don't have legs, you don't have hands, you don't have ears, you cannot hear, you cannot see. Everyone can succeed in life. But this is another thing that people must understand. Success is not based on what people see. Success is based on how you see yourself moving from one point to another. Let me give you a very simple example of how success looks like. Let's say you're somebody who is the breadwinner in a house of 3 or 2, and you go outside there today and you got nothing. You came back empty-handed. When you come back home, only your family will know that you came back empty-handed. People from outside will not know whether you guys never ate anything, whether you went without eating that dinner. The second day you go out and you get something and you bring it to the house and it is cooked and you eat. That is success. The people outside there do not even understand whether the second day you went out and you got something and you brought it home. So success is not based on what people see. It is based on what you calculate as a person. What are you achieving? The simple achievements and promotions and steps you make in life defines your success. And that is how success is defined. The moment you realize how to define your space, the moment you realize how to define the situations and points where you are, the moment you realize how to understand what you have achieved and what you aspire to achieve and what you want with your life, you have succeeded. But you see, people think success is, posting on Facebook that I bought a car, posting on Facebook that I'm wedding, posting on Facebook that we have a baby, that is success. Posting on Facebook that I got a new job, that is success. Let me tell you the truth. Sometimes you're posting on Facebook that you bought a car, but in reality, you really pinched yourself to get that car. You are going back to the house, and the moment you sit down and no one is seeing you, there's no Facebook, it is you and your pocket and your bank and your car. You start to ask yourself, but why did I buy this car? You see, guys, let success be defined by the little steps you are making in life. Do not allow the society to define success for you. So, I was asking people the first thing here, if you're feeling that you are left behind, I want you to ask yourself this question. I want you to ask yourself this question. Who are you feeling behind? If you're feeling that you're behind, who is this person who is in front of you? Look around you and ask yourself, who is this person who is giving me competition, who is making me to feel that I am behind? The moment you define that person, ask yourself, what has that person done and how long it has taken him to do it, under which circumstances? Then you will start to feel that, oh, maybe I'm not behind. You are trying to compare, put your shoes in someone's shoes who is better than you. For example, you find, and I'm sorry ladies who are watching, because I know most of the people who watch my videos are ladies, but I don't always care because I always feel that we have to speak the truth. All right? You find a very beautiful lady who just graduated from school. competing with the woman who has lived her life with her husband and invested in her husband, invested in her family, invested in businesses outside there, and is now buying a car or buying some branded clothes and living that life. And you find a lady who has just graduated from school, doesn't have a job, doesn't know where that job will come, doesn't know even where life is taking her, doesn't even have a man in his life, in her life, sorry. She doesn't even know who is going to come into her life. But you find that lady wanting to live a life that other woman over there is living, a woman who has lived her life with her family. So what will the lady do to find herself living the same life? What they do, they start dating the husband to that woman. You get yourself dating a husband of another lady just because you want to live a life same like her. And that is how people see they are behind. That needs time. You want to become somebody in 1 month that another person has taken years to become. You cannot move from school to start driving your car without a job. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, you cannot move from school and you want to drive your own car, but you still don't have a job. You will feel behind. You cannot come out of school and you want to start walking with branded Gucci bags and you don't have a job. You will be feeling behind in life because other women are coming to those meeting in clubs with branded clothes and branded bags. My brother, you cannot drive that Range Rover and you just came out of school yesterday. You've got to work for it. The guys driving those Range Rover, even if it is because of that woman you are seeing outside there, and you are feeling like, for me to get this woman, I need a Range Rover. You just came from school yesterday. Range Rover takes time. Start with a bicycle, go for a motorbike, then jump to a Toyota, even Viz. Slowly, you can invest in yourself. You can invest in something else. You can find parts. And before you know it, my brother, you will be driving your Range Rover and you will be getting a woman who you deserve, not a woman that deserves a Range Rover to be with you. You know, we want to please people. Then, you know, I think if I have a Range Rover or if I have this kind of money, I will have that woman. You are killing yourself. You are digging your grave, because the moment you attract somebody because of the material you possess, you are done. You're completely finished. There's a very great comedian, Kalausi, on TikTok, who made a very nice video, and I think I shared it on a Do It, who said that sometimes when you find a woman who likes to shopping or something like that, you have finished yourself completely. That is how life happens. You know, you have to go gradually. Stop feeling like I am behind in life. Ask yourself question, who is this that I am behind? Who is this person making me feel that I am behind? And why am I behind them? I want to talk about another thing here, guys. The future is a very important part of our lives. And we must try to figure out what kind of a future we want. But I'll give you a caution. There is a way people mistreat themselves by calculating the place where they want to be in the next future. For example, if you go for a job interview, in most cases, there is this question most of the interviewers ask that I never ask, that where do you see yourself in 5 years? Who knows about tomorrow? Are you God? It is a question that sometimes feel like, it's making you ambitious, it's making you ready, it's making you to prepare yourself. But you want to ask yourself, are you God? People have misled themselves. People have even killed themselves. Some of the people have lost their paths to success because of thinking about, who am I going to be in 20 years? What am I going to be in 10 years? What am I going? No. What you are going to be in 20 years is defined by what you are today. So you want to know what you are right now. This is what you want to work on. And this will make you not to feel being left behind. Because you're working on this person right now. You don't know about tomorrow. And not knowing about tomorrow, you are working on yourself, giving yourself good life, not stressing yourself with what is going to come tomorrow, not stressing yourself with what you don't have, enjoying what you have at the moment, and giving yourself the best that you can get for right now. And if you give this person that I'm talking to right now the best, tomorrow will fix itself. But you see, we are focusing so much about tomorrow and we forget about today. So because you want a better tomorrow, you deny yourself lunch because you're thinking, I have to overwork to make some money because I need a good tomorrow. While you're working there, and somebody said it very, very, very funny, but bitter and true, that a man works so hard and sacrifices his health to make money. The moment he is full of money and his bank account is fat, he will sacrifice that money to make his life. Because he sacrificed his life at the first place to make money. And he has money right now, but he doesn't have health because he sacrificed it. So he will use that money, he will sacrifice the money now to find his health. And in the process of sacrificing life and sacrificing money, a man works every day thinking about tomorrow, a tomorrow that even himself, he doesn't understand, a tomorrow that only God knows. That's why a lot of people are feeling that I am left behind. What are you left behind for? I ever asked people that, some people were saying that, God is not thinking about me. God is just blessing certain people and blah, blah, blah. But this is what I believe in. God is blessing everyone. But you must understand that God doesn't just bless you because you were born. God brought you to work. He blessed you with a talent. And you should use that talent to find whatever you want in life. The blessings that are coming from God are coming upon the work of your hands. They just don't come because you prayed. Because if it is just because of prayers, each one of us will be rich today. If it is just because of prayers and because God is just blessing everyone all over the place, no one is going to be sick. No one is going to mess, or no one is going to lack something. But we lack because of our laziness. We lack because of someone's laziness. We lack because we do not know how to search. We lack because we do not know how to knock. We lack because we are comparing ourselves with other people. We lack because we want things that we cannot find. There's a time I taught here, I was on TikTok, I wasn't on YouTube live today. It's lucky for those who depend on YouTube that I'm live on YouTube. And I said this: why are you struggling to find what you know very well you cannot find? Why don't you struggle with what you can at this time? And as you find what you can, you're improving yourself by day. And as you improve yourself by day, you gain experience, you gain wisdom, you gain steps, you gain your ladder, you make the ladder to proceed, and you find yourself moving from one step to another. You cannot jump just from, even a ladder has got steps. When you put a ladder, you want to go to the rooftop. You do not put a ladder, then make the first step, then jump to the top rooftop. You have to step on the first step, the second step, third, fourth, fifth, until you reach the rooftop. No one is behind in life, guys. It is just that people are thinking too much of things that they don't even have, and things that they cannot have at the moment. Focus on things that you can achieve at the moment. The other things are going to come slowly but surely. Before you know it, things are going to be so different in your life. Guys, you know, personally, I motivate people, I coach people. And through coaching people, I do not tell people like, I have achieved this, I have achieved that. Because one thing that I realized in telling people what I have achieved is like you give people pressure, wanting to achieve the same thing. But what I do, I teach people what they need to understand to achieve something. You see, prophets will come and tell you that, you know, I prayed for so-and-so and he gained his sight. I prayed for so-and-so and he got a job. What they do not tell you is how it happened. And that's why many, many people will run to such kind of prophets, and you will be prayed for, but you will never see anything happening. But you see, if they teach you the process, you do not even need to run to a prophet to hold your head to get your healing. If you are taught the process, if somebody sits down with you and tells you that this is what God needs for you to get healing, you will not even need a pastor to stretch his hands on your head. You will kneel down and tell God, speak to God and tell God that I have a headache, God. But I believe that this water in a cup, if I drink, or when I'll drink it, this is where my healing is going to come from. Why would it be like you will go to a pharmacy and buy Panadols and buy some tablets and come and take, then you get healing? But you don't trust water, you don't trust what you have, the herbs. You don't even trust that kale that you buy and you cook to eating as a food. You don't understand that that kale is a herb that can heal you. We do not understand because we are not taught by the people who call themselves prophets. So I'm not saying they're bad people, but sometimes they don't teach us right. Because the right thing is, through these things we can get healings. A water in glass like this, this water here can heal you. There is something they call anointing oil, or I don't know, anointed oil or something. Those things heal. I can tell you, they heal. But the thing is, it takes courage for you to understand the process on how that thing can heal you. It is your faith, it is your belief, and it is your senses and mental peace. Anything can heal you when you keep it here. Every kind of a disease starts from your mentality. People just drink water and get healed. There is a time the prophets in the Bible just told some guy to go and dip himself in water 7 times. Was there medicine there? Was there chemical there? It was just a river flowing. What was needed was the faith. What was needed was the procedure. What was needed was the person who could show them the way. You need to understand the path to whatever you want in life. You need to understand what you are gaining on whatever you are doing. Stop feeling that you've been left behind in life. You start from now, right now. You know, start right now. You know, sometimes what makes me feel good when I teach people here is when I have a one-on-one conversation with my students and I tell him or her something and you see their face and their face tells you like, huh? Really? Is that possible? Was that me? So you mean I can do this? Then you're like, wow, yeah, you can do it. But why haven't you been doing? It is because you have believed that somebody has to be there for you to do it. No, guys. We need only to understand our paths. You need to understand where you are in life. You need to understand where you are going in life. Stop thinking about you've been left behind. Stop thinking about things ain't working right in my life. Things are working right in your life. And I can tell you, God loves you, whether you know God, whether you don't know God. God loves you because it is God who created you. That's what I believe. And if he loves you, it means you've got the same path and you've got the same chances of turning your life around. Stop competing with people. Number one step to change your life around, start competing with yourself. See, every student that comes to my class, I tell them to buy a whiteboard. Buy a whiteboard or buy a brown board whatsoever, but a board where you can stick some things. Buy it and put it on you just beside your bed or somewhere. Write notes on the things that you want to achieve and you haven't achieved. The things you fear doing, the things that you're asking yourself, what will people say? Now, if I don't get married at this time, what will people say? I'm getting old, I'm now 30. Every time when I walk, people are asking me, when will I get married? People are asking me, what am I planning with my life? After you get married, are they going to feed you? Yesterday I told, not yesterday, but a day before yesterday, there's one of my students who asked, it was a group class, and one of them asked that, coach, one of my aunt has been pushing me to get married, and I'm not ready, but I'm feeling like now the pressure is mounting and my family is thinking like I should do it. Then I just, cut him short and asked him, what are you feeling about yourself, about this marriage thing? He told me, no, I'm not ready. I don't even know. I don't even have somebody that I think I should settle up with. Then I told him this, that you see, this is the truth. Some people can be pushing you into something that is giving them hard time for you also to feel the same pain because they are seeing you are enjoying your life. Guys, I'm not so negative, but I want to tell you something. There are some people who have tested something and they have seen difficulty in it, but they are seeing you have not tested that thing and you are living a very beautiful, comfortable life. They want to remove you from that comfort. So they push you into the problem. Before you understand what you want, before you decide on how you want to do it, don't be pressurized to do things. Don't be pressurized to get a job after school. Yes, you went to school. You are ready. You are supposed to be getting a job. If your mind is still telling you you need a break before you get your first job, don't go for that job. Even when you are told this is the job, just sign the contract and start it. It is going to destroy your life. Every time you aren't ready for something, don't do it just to please somebody. Don't do it because you're feeling you are lagging behind. If you aren't ready for it, take your time and be ready for it. That's my time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live video here. We were live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. So those who are on TikTok right now and you came late and you want to watch this video once again, you can go to my YouTube channel, the same name, John Gora. It is available on YouTube. You can watch this video again and again with so many other videos are there. You can watch and, learn one or two things. Let me just see if I can answer some questions. First, let me check if we have some comments on YouTube. Always the first in this channel. Nema Chumtai, thank you. Real testimony, thanks for coming. The first person. Kate Mbala, thanks for coming. Thank you for your advice since I started following you. My life has changed. All right, thanks so much for that. Let me try to see the comments on TikTok, the ones that I can answer, guys, before we finish this. If there is a question there, that's me you're talking about. Pud, what did I say that it's talking about you? I need your help, please. Madenge happy. You can find, let me just see something here. Okay, all right. So if you want to chat with me or talk with me, you can just click that link over there. Once you click the link, you can send me a message or you can book a session, 30-minute session which is a free consultation with me, and we can help each other. Let me just see if there are some other questions here. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I need your help. Yeah, I have a question. So, boss lady, you have a question. Send your question. Let me answer your question before we leave. Coach, God keep you for me. More advice. Good night. Okay, thank you so much, Judea. So, there was somebody who was talking about a question. So, I'm just ending the live conversation here, guys. If you have a question, you can send it to me. My WhatsApp is available. If you want all the contacts that can come to me, the link is there on my TikTok bio. The link is on my Instagram. It is on my Facebook, and it is also on my YouTube. You can send your question. We can have a one-on-one conversation. And all these videos are available on YouTube channel, John Gora. Go and subscribe and keep watching them. And I hope that we will help each other. Hello, John. How are you today? Impact from... All right. Oh, okay. Impact, thank you so much. Joining from Ireland. It's my first time and I really learned a lot from you. That is Mock Gate, some names. Gate Ashley, I guess. Okay. So comments are there. More than thousands of them. I'm in South Africa, East London. Okay, watching from Cape Town. Hello, how much? Love from Kenya. Thank you, guys. Malaysia is represented here. Turkey is there. USA is there. Ireland is there. All right, guys. So that is it. We are finishing right now. It was a pleasure having you guys. I always also don't like to finish, but you know, everything that has got a start must also have an end. Keep smiling, guys. If you have a problem, you want to ask me some questions about relationship, about life in general, contact me through the link on my bio and we can have a chat and we can help each other. Keep smiling and see you again the next live. Whenever I have these lives, you will see them on my YouTube. I will post it. I always post it on community, on YouTube, on my Facebook and my Instagram, and you can join in. Okay? So for today, usiku mwema. Kila laheri na watakia. May God bless all of you. And